Welcome to the semifinals of Starcross Cup 4, everybody. Finally, we've made it. The map veto process was lengthy, but the maps have been selected, and for games 1 and 2, we're going to be on Angoville. Korean Army and Giap have both fought their way through the first 4 rounds, sometimes defeating quite impressive opponents, and they will face off against each other now. Korean Army playing as Soviets for game 1, Giap playing as Oberkommando West. And Giap made Oberkommando West work against Paul. For all the terrible things I say about OKW, Giap picked them, made it work. On crossing, let's see if we can do it on Angoville. He will not make it to the cutoff house right here. Really good opening engagement for Korean Army. He captures the cutoff, and he's probably going to snipe one of these as they disengage. That's a pretty good opening for him. There he goes. And we have a Kuba Wagon opening from Giap as well, so he's completely modified his build. When he was playing against Paul, I didn't cast the whole series. I only got to catch game 3, but he was Oberkommando West at the time. He definitely didn't go Kuba Wagon. He just went 3 Volksgrenadiers, then 3 Fusiliers, and then 2 Raketens, so really heavily infantry-based strategy. And now he's trying to be aggressive early on, going straight for the cutoff house with his Sturms, which failed, and now dialing back towards the fuel point. Gonna try to have the best impact he can with that Kuba Wagon, I guess. Meanwhile, 2 squads of conscripts are taking the left side very quickly and unopposed.
Mission accomplished. Volksgrenadier, ready for action.
Nothing really happening yet so far. Here comes a flank from these conscripts. No AT grenade tech or anything like that, but he will be able to chase the Kuba Wagon back.
We have the point.
But Giap has control of this fuel point. Some small amount of control over this area. If he were to lose this cutoff in this building, might be in a bit of trouble, but for now Korean Army just continues to cap territory and build cover. Not planning to attack Giap yet, who is off to a pretty slow start for map control for sure. He's playing very conservatively, garrisoning structures, protecting the fuel with the Kuba Wagon. A lot of his units are very static right now. Extra combat engineering squad so that he could get up a quick tier 2 after 3 conscripts. We might see him going with a Maxim soon.
Attack! The hard part will be keeping it.
MG squad awaiting orders.
This now belongs to the people and workers of the Soviet Union.
Need something demolished? Equipped with a flamethrower.
Alright, here comes Korean Army's push. Throws the flamethrower into this house.
Conscripts have arrived.
Conscripts also garrison the structure. Not wanting to stay inside of the house under threat of the flamethrower, he actually leaves the building. He'll have the munitions for 1 incendiary grenade, and after that, he will have no way of forcing Korean Army out of these structures. The Maxim moving up through this gap, suppresses these Volksgrenadiers, and Giap is already off to an extremely rough start. Sometimes I go completely silent because I'm dealing with behind-the-scenes discussions. I just told DevM and LoveNest that they can start their games if they want to. I'm leaving the decision up to them. I told them I would like to cast their series live, and I'd also like to see the veto process and stream that, but I don't want to make them wait forever, depending on how long the series goes. So, it's in their hands now. We may be watching the second semifinal from replays. We may be seeing it live. I don't know. Giap gets pushed completely off the map. This is an interesting play. Sends Stern Pioneers straight down the left side and takes White's this one strategic point. Clearly, Green Army is still connected to everything here, though. Now he's working on the VP to try and buy himself time, because he's about to be triple capped.
Engineer standing by.
Waiting for your command. Secure.
The enemy is encroaching on our territory.
Throwing up green cover positions over here to prevent counterattack. Volksgrenadiers on their way left. All of Giap's forces are going to head left. He's going to use his Kugel Wagon to protect this flank so that it'll have better cutoff control. And he's just, I guess, from this point forward, going to be waiting to get out Fusiliers, since he was floating a lot. He doesn't have the CPs for Fusiliers yet, and he's going to go ISG. It's going to help him deal with buildings. Conscripts camped in cover. Just infantry in general, I guess. This engagement looks like it should go to Giap, as long as the Kugel Wagon can suppress this. Another squad moving up from this flank, though. Volksgrenadiers might want to reposition over here, because a medium range will stand no chance. Incendiary grenade. Green Army moves to dodge it, though. Giap still taking control of all territory on the left, and this flank is now open, and the Maxim moves up to start firing on the Kugel Wagon's rear. Wow, it's just going down so quick. I don't even know if that'll survive. That was close. Nice attempt. Oh, insta-pin as soon as the ISG hits the field from in the base. Of course, there's one retreat. But it looks like Giap's about to lose control of everything. He's being cut off on the left. Has no presence on the right. Really rough opening.
Standing by.
Man, that M5 already on the field. Green Army's map control just totally dominant. He owns everything. I don't know if Giap's going to be able to break out of this containment. He's in a lot of trouble. His Fusiliers gave up an opportunity to take building control right there to try and slow down VP drain, because he doesn't want to let himself stay triple capped. M5 into T70. The pressure on Giap is only going to get worse from here.
We are losing supplies to the enemy. Supply sector under attack.
Cutoff briefly restored. Working on the fuel point now. Maxim chases away the Fusiliers on the right, and Giap's going to go for a second Rakettenwerfer. Which makes sense, because he's up against really heavy light vehicle pressure. He probably has to start sniping these light vehicles if he's ever going to break this. And he has to kill them at a rate faster than Green Army can produce them, while owning both fuel points and almost every strategic point on the map.
Shock troops can now be used to crush the enemy. Soviet HQ now includes a field hospital. but only for those who are seriously wounded.
Defend it to the death.
They have flamethrowers. Now the enemy has no weapons.
Fire on this position! Ready and willing! We are as ready as we can.
Brief moment of quiet while Giap moves his forces back out onto the left side.
Enemy forces are capturing
He's
our
gonna
supplies.
mine his flank. Always a good thing to do. Maybe if he points the Rocket Morpher at that mine, could punish T-70 driving over it. Other Rocket Morpher moving up more towards the front line. Another mine going down. This is almost all of Giap's munitions being put into mines, which is probably a good thing to do if you're behind on munitions, because it's a good way to maximize your return on that investment, but only if, of course, if you can get the mine down, which in this instance he was not able to. Camo Rocket Morpher might have an opportunity right here. Trying to get in range. T-70 does go around the flank, and it does hit the mine. Where's the other Rocket Morpher? Where is it? There it is, way back here. Oh, it's so out of position. This Rocket Morpher also apparently going to reposition because it's suppressed by the M5. Oh, that Rocket Morpher shot just missed, and it's self-repairing. It will now survive 2 shots from Rocket Morphers, but they are both moving up. I don't know if the repressed one will fire. No, they'll both retreat, in fact. So nice mine, but he didn't follow up. He didn't have a Rocket Morpher or something pointed at the mine, and T-70 is allowed to survive that engagement. He also couldn't quite get in range on that M5, so both light vehicles are fine, and Korean Army continues to hold the entire map. And that engagement may have been his last chance to salvage this game. He's triple capped and holds no territory. Korean Army is now getting an Su-76, which will give him long-range bombardment and light anti-tank. Korean Army taking very dominant control of this series in Game 1. Rocket Morphers find their line, and the T-70 does get sniped. Small victory. Su-76 is on the field, making its way up the central road. The M5 is going to pull back away from the threat of those guns. Molotov going into the house. Moves to dodge. Nicely done. Needs to unequip that Minesweeper. Might be microing his Rocket Morphers right now, though. Try and get them in position to do something about this Su-76, which could be a problem for that squad. In yellow cover. Hits a mine with his Sturmoffizier over there on the left side. Survives barely, taking control of the fuel and VP over here while he works the engagement on the right. Sturm pilots are going to walk right into a Maxim and more conscripts. They need to retreat. There they go. And the Rocket Morphers in danger. Look like they need to reposition either towards the left or back towards the base.
Flanking attack!
113 fuel for Giap. He's still 20 away from the Jagdpanzer, which is a really important tool for survival for OKW in this really rough early game, especially against a heavy light vehicle strategy. Might be able to use that to snipe the M5 and Su-76, thereby giving his infantry a chance to expand out onto the map a little bit more. Incendiary grenade onto the Maxim, dealing heavy damage. I don't know if that's going to get away if the guy doesn't start. Go! Get out of the fire! Nope, Maxim cleared. So extremely good incendiary grenade right there. The guy on the gun kept dying repeatedly. Su-76 barrage into the house. not going to get out. He's not afraid. A lot of conscripts coming up to try and recover this Maxim, which he will. There he goes. 2 Fusilier squads into the house, and Sternpiles into this building. Molotov going in to flush them out. Late reaction. I think he's microwing something else. There he goes. His engagement over on the left. He's got Rakettenwerfers looking around for a target, but they don't find anything. Kubelwagen protecting the cutoff. Probably forced away those flamethrowers. Giap maintains building control right here, starts working on the conscripts. Incendiary artillery coming in on the Rakettenwerfers, but they're going to try and skirt past it, which they will. Looking for a line on the M5. Will they find it? Oh, there was one shot. That was close, but no, not quite. I think there's fire in here, killing those Fusiliers, but a squad of conscripts just got wiped. Nice play. He's trying to slow the clock. Takes control over here on the right. Working on the fuel point. He's made a complete withdrawal from the left, I think. Ooh, except for ISG and Kubelwagen protection. Just kind of bleed his opponent's advance. Full retreat by those Rakettenwerfers. Maybe they hit a mine or something? I'm not sure exactly what happened, but they're being forced away, which is going to open back up opportunities for the M5 and SU-76. Full push by these conscripts. Going to walk into this force of infantry. I don't know if they can win this. Only 2 squads. Molotov to flush them out of their cover position. Fusiliers recover this house. Conscripts from the left side take control of this building again. It doesn't look like Giap's going to be able to hold over here. He has gone Jagdpanzer and it's in production now. Incendiary grenade into this building. Almost kills those conscripts. Fusiliers do not pick up the snipe. Squad gets away. Rakettenwerfers coming back to the front line, but it's too late. This infantry has already had to retreat away from advancing infantry. And now they're going to be kind of unsupported. Giap slows the clock with his Volksgrenadiers left, hitting a mine in the process. Takes a lot of damage, working on the fuel next. Shock troops out for Korean Army are on their way over here to try and maintain their hold on everything on the side, which they should be able to easily. Oh, I missed it, but SCC4 goes down to a Jagdpanzer shot, plus Rakettenwerfer fire. I wonder if he's going to go hard. No, he's happy with that pickup and he's going to back off. He wasn't paying attention left during that, and his Volksgrenadiers got wiped by the shocks, and then incendiary artillery on the Sturms is maybe going to kill them too. 2 wipes on the left side. Ouch. I don't know if he can afford that. We'll lose access to repairs until he replaces the Sturm Pioneer squad. Losing those Volksgrenadiers is not as bad, I guess, but certainly not good. Triple cap is about to be restored, and now Giap must make big plays. He must take and hold a victory point, or he's going to run out of time.
Panzer Fusiliers assigned to the front.
Interesting. Smoke grenade tossed by Shocks, and he will split his Fusiliers up to try and engage at long range. M5 arrives to the engagement to support, though. I don't know. Rakettenwerfers are here to try and chase the M5 away. Shock troops switch targets to the Rakettens. Here comes a grenade, and he will retreat. They both get away. Whoa, that big ISG hit just suppressed them. Oh, he shouldn't have retreated the Rakettens. He had just stuck around. Oh, he just hit a mine. I didn't even see that mine. Fusilier squad wiped, and the M5 will have no problem with the remaining one. The Jagd is on its way. Another engagement happening on the right side. Fusiliers in green cover getting flamethrowered to death, and I don't know if he will watch this while he's microwing his Jagdpanzer. I think they're going to die. No, that was a late retreat, and they don't survive. Jagdpanzer going for the M5, misses its shot, and it pulls back into the base. Is that the game? Pretty sure that's the game. So Giap will concede. Korean Army takes game 1 with a 496 VP victory. GG, well played Giap, and we'll jump into game 2.